Welcome back, lords and ladies. Game Rubber right here, and I am your host for this evening. So, we are getting started with the next part of this tutorial. Last week we did the main foundation, all that stone you see there. Now let's get started. I'm going to be adding in oak planks for the floor for all of this area. I will warn you that this video is going to be a bit longer due to the fact that we have a lot to do with this episode. I mean, a lot. So, just go on through and add floors for now. Over here I'm trying to figure out the base, but I'm having difficulty because I'm not used to this, doing this style where I do everything in one go and then build up. So basically what I did is I placed down where the windows are going to be so I could find where the center was. Then I brought up the pillar in the center, made enough room for a spiral staircase. I did the same over on the other side, only this time I used the floor as a guide. And now I'm just filling in the rest of the things. I'm going to be doing this for the rest of them, except for that center one and the back there. It's not going to have a spiral staircase in it. Here I decided that it'd be good to get started with placing some of the placements for where the different pillars, the different windows, and also putting the outline for the staircases are going to be. So, as you can tell, I'm putting it in a V shape for the most part because I'm giving it a dimension where there's outside pillars and then inside windows. And here I'm trying to make sure that these windows are still aligned despite the fact that it is an arch in that area. So I have to break and replace some things in order for it to work. So I'm just going to go around and do that for the rest of this area as I put in the different floors.
Think about how many times I fell. I learned.
Okay, as you can already tell, I've brought in a little bit of help that way we could speed up the process of these videos, because this is going to be a large build, I promise you that. As you can tell, I'm having him and I bring up all those logs up 3 more, then capping them off with a chiseled stone. After that, the exterior ones with the chiseled stone on them are connected by a beam of oak wood logs. We're going to do this for the rest of the area, and that includes the center where there's already a bunch of beams and logs. We also put a beam right there in the center too. So I'm trying to work out the arch, that way it looks natural on the outside when we actually start doing the detailed work. Alright, we're going to be putting in the floors once again. Now, what you should realize is where the long hallways are, it's just going to be a ceiling. It's not going to be a floor, but it's going to be a ceiling because it's not going to be 2 stories where the long hallway areas are. But in the main areas, those are going to be floors because we're going to put in an extra length of staircase there, and so it could be a 2-story tall area. So as you can tell, my partner is filling in the interior, the floors for the most part, while I'm trying to figure out the area where the stairs will be, and then I'll fill in the rest of the area. So right here, I'm trying to figure out the center of that middle main part in the back there. And now that I figured it out, I'm going to be putting some columns up and then a beam across in order to make it look like it's more supported. This is going to allow me to make a interior balcony for some interior decoration later on. Once we are done with these floors, we're going to be making sure that all of these different areas where the staircases should be are outlined like the previous ones down below. And once that is done, we are going to start doing the windows and columns once again to bring it up another level. Remember, it is 4 tall on the oak, and then cap it off with a chiseled stone on the exterior columns, and then connect each chiseled stone with a beam of oak wood logs, as we are starting over there to do. Now if you take a look on the right hand side, you can see that I am trying to make another staircase up. This is going to be the attic. So I'm just going to make a floor area. That way I can have a place to step on. Alright, so now that we've got all that finished, we are going to get started with making the rooftops. So I try explaining it to my partner here, but he's not much of a builder. He's more of a copy-paste, just fill in the areas type guy. So I'm going to get started with this on my own for a little bit. So shortly he's just going to disappear, even though I practically showed him how to do it. But basically it's going to be 1 full block in the corner. Make sure you are 1 block lower catty corner to a chiseled stone block on the end. Now replace that corner chiseled stone block with a plank, and then you're going to have stairs facing out from where the original plank, full block plank that you placed on the corner is. And then you're going to go up 6 stairs, and then you're going to be placing 1 full block with a stair on top, 1 full block stair, 1 full block stair, 1 full block stair. Make that 4 times. So as you can tell, it is a steep incline there. Here I'm pointing out with my mouse, and you can't even see a single thing I'm doing. That's the funny part. But basically, I'm trying to give it several indentions, so to say, several gables, in order for it to get more detailed work into it. And that's what I'll be doing for all of the roofs. By now, I happen to get a friend that was more willing to help me with the rooftops to get on, and so I'm just showing him the basic works of this rooftop once again. That way he can go on his own and do it. He is actually very good at that copy and paste type stuff. So once I finished showing him what this is, I go off on my own to make the other rooftops while he works on that one rooftop there. So in the centerpiece there, I'm working on trying to make a sweet spot for like a tower type thing. I'm going to make sure each pillar are 3 blocks apart from each other, and then I'm going to bring them up pretty tall actually. So I want to make sure first that the chiseled stone that will show where the capping is just at the same Y level as the top of the roof itself, the stairs. And then I'm going to bring it up 4, cap it off, bring it up 4, and then cap it off, and then connect all the capping with the beams. Before I could finish doing what I was going to do, he finished up his roof, and I needed to show him how to do the outlining of it. So with the outlining, you're going to place a full stone brick block on all the faces first, and then you're going to put right side upstairs facing in towards the blocks, and then upside down stairs on the bottom of those blocks. Now, make sure you put on the top beams for the rooftop. That way it is capped off and you don't have rain coming in. And it makes it look a lot better that way. In the center, I do have 5 full blocks in a plus shape due to the fact how I built it with the full blocks in the corners of the seam. As I said earlier, I'm working on making that 4 block tall and then cap it, 4 block tall, cap it, and then beam it. But you gotta also realize that on the interior you want to have windows. So you're going to do what you did with the rest of the build and put 2 4 tall columns on the back side. And here I'm just trying to figure out whether 1-story tall or a 2-story tall would look better, and I decided on a 2-story tall. So we're going to work on that. Now that I have the tower practically built, I'm going to be working on the same style roof as we've been working on, only on a much, much smaller scale. It's going to be 2 stairs and then 2 double blocks in order to go up. But as I said, it is the exact same style. Killer's, on the other hand, what he's doing is he's reverse building because he messed up earlier, but he feels more comfortable with this reverse building. Anyways, we were joking around saying that, well, not many people reverse build anyways, so he thought it'd be kind of funny to have you guys watch him reverse build. So let's keep this going. So, as you can see, on one of the hallways, I'm starting on a roof. I started with full blocks on the exterior where the chiseled faces are, and then I put on top of the chiseled faces as a seam of slabs, and then on top of that I put full blocks once again to give it a rounded feel. And then on the exterior I put slabs, and now I'm putting a type of seam, not seam, but a feel, a connection to give it more detail. And I'm going to be doing this for pretty much all the hallways while Killers is finishing up his build there. So while I'm finishing this up, by around this time, it was time for me to leave, so I had to cut the video, and we're going to be continuing on next time. So if you lords and ladies enjoyed this episode and wish to see more of this type of stuff, which you will be seeing more tomorrow of this specific build because we still have to finish it up, leave a big fat like, comment, and subscribe. I will catch you lords and ladies in next episode. Bye bye now and enjoy.